Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to another MAMJ Let's Play of Steins game. When we left off, we tried to save Mayuri and ended up killing her 2 more times. Now, I have read in the comments that what I need to do is whenever Okabe mentions that he needs to call somebody right away, or if he even mentions talking to somebody, I probably need to go ahead and put my phone up and just call them. Because apparently this is where the branching paths and storylines start to happen. So I'm going to try and be better about that. I'm sorry, like, I just assume that there's going to be flags for it. And I know that the responding to the text messages or the emails have an effect on the ending too, which I have no understanding of what's going on. I'm completely keeping myself away from walkthroughs and things like that. If you guys tell me to do something, I will do my absolute best to, you know, keep my recordings going at the same time while listening to what you guys tell me, just like the Danganronpa videos and things like that. So don't worry about that. Like if you guys tell me, hey, you need to do this for this person, or if I need to talk to somebody or call somebody, I will do my best to listen to what everybody tells me to do so that I can get the biggest variety of endings that I can. But right now, I need to go back to the lab so I can see if I can save Mayuri for the fourth time. Actually, we haven't saved her at all, but I'm going to try for the 4th time. Can we make it there? Oh, we made it. Okay. Fighting the pain of my broken leg, I managed to drag myself back to the lab. Surprisingly, Cern's men didn't chase me. Nobody's at the lab when I arrive. Only the lights are still on. Relieved that Kurisu and Daru haven't returned, I head straight to the development room. I remembered to break into the brown tube workshop to turn on the 42-inch CRT. My body is drenched in sweat and I can't stop shivering. Everything hurts, especially my right side, where the car hit me. If I'm not careful, I might lose consciousness. My vision is blurry. It's hard to focus. My left arm is numb and I can barely move. But still, I force myself to activate the X68000 and input the settings. I'm gasping for breath like a wounded animal. The sound of my heartbeat fills my ears. Mayuri. They killed her again. I failed to protect her. I'm sorry, Mayuri. I'm sorry. Choking back my tears, I frantically pound on the keyboard. Police sirens echo in the distance. Moeka hit Mayuri in front of hundreds of witnesses. They'll probably take her in for questioning. Even if Cern bails her out somehow, she should be stuck for at least a couple of hours. The real problem is her men. Those mercenaries, or whatever they were, Cern's hit squad. Why didn't they come after me? It should have been easy for them to catch me, injured as I am. I need to hurry. If they show up here, they'll kill me for sure. Settings complete. I put on the headgear. I'll get blood on it, but that doesn't matter. A surge of anxiety washes over me. What if the time leap fails? What if my memories are corrupted? I might forget who I am. I might lose myself. Should I really use the machine? I curse my weakness. This can't be allowed to happen. No risk is too great. I will save Mayuri, whatever it takes. I alone have the power to change the past. What am I waiting for? Swallowing my fear, I activate the time leap machine. Did it? Okay, good. I thought the power went out for a second, like, no, that's bad. We just want to relive Friday the 13th over and over and over again, don't we? A screeching in my ears, needles stabbing into my brain, 1,000 emotions flooding my senses. The world bends, pulses, then returns to normal. The pain on my wounds has vanished like magic, replaced by piercing pain in my brain. I fight back a wave of nausea and take stock of the situation. I'm sitting on the sofa with my phone to my ear. Another successful time leap. That makes 3. It looks like the time leap machine works perfectly. I'm sure it would boost Kurisu's confidence if I told her. But that will have to wait until Mayuri's out of danger. I stand up and look around the lab. Kurisu, who was dozing off next to me, wakes up with a jerk at the sound of my voice. Crap, we gotta do this again? But if we call, she's not there, right? So even if we call her, it doesn't make a difference. She already left? I should call or send the mail. I'll do both. I will do both. Outgoing mail? No, how, Mayuri. Okay, it worked. It's not gonna help. I got her voicemail? It's the same as last time. Why did I forget? Before I time leap, I should have asked Mayuri where she was today. I'm not thinking straight. I have to calm down. Wait, I know. Last time we failed because we went to Akihabara Station. I should have known the Siren would be watching. This time, we'll take a taxi to another station, then hide somewhere until things calm down. For now, all I can do is wait for Mayuri to return. It's driving me crazy. At least I did it. At least I actually called this time. So, I mean, I figured it was going to be a voicemail because that's what happened last time. But, okay, so if you mention it, then you can do it. I considered explaining the situation to Kurisu and Daru, but I just don't have the strength to do that right now. Besides, I don't want to get them involved. I'll take care of it myself. I won't let any more of my friends die. So we just gotta wait, huh? As before, the Brown Tube Workshop closes early. Miley appears as Suzuha and Mr. Brown are leaving. We run through Kanda Myojin's back streets to Ochanomizu Station, taking only minimal precautions to avoid attracting attention. We have to get there before Shobu Line shuts down. We manage to make it to the station without being stopped, but when we get there, I see a group of men waiting by the entrance. They look like Siren. Change of plans. We turn around and head for the Shin Ochanomizu subway station. We arrive at the station later than I intended. I don't usually come here, so I got lost. I stare nervously at the platform clock. According to the scrolling display, the Yamanote, Keihin Toku, and Silver lines have already suspended operations. Wait, it looks like the Chiyoda line has too. It must be protocol to assume that nearby stations may be threatened, even stations on unconnected lines. Mairi hasn't said a word about my strange behavior. This is the third time I've led her on this escape, but each time, she follows me without complaint. Does she really trust me that much? Maybe she can feel my desperation. That's why I want so badly to save her. We've been together for more than a decade. She's like a little sister to me. I'll leave as many times as it takes. Mairi tilts her head quizzically. I realize that I'm staring at her. Oh, she's so sweet. Definitely. Mairi smiles happily at that answer. That's right. While we wait for the train, I should ask Mairi about her whereabouts today. If I have to leap again, I'll need all the information I can get. Yes, please tell me. Fubuki, do we have her? We don't have her email or anything though. Oh. So that's where she was. Just then, an announcement plays over the PA system. The subway is resuming normal operations. About 20 minutes have passed since we arrived. I didn't expect to be stuck here that long, but it's okay. Right now, Moika should be in Akihabara, heading to the lab. Everything is going to be alright. While waiting for the train, I examined the route map on the station's notice board. We can transfer to an overland train at Yoyogi Uehara. It'll take a while, but that will take us all the way to Odawara. Another announcement. Our train is arriving. I can hear the rumbling and see the lights at the end of the tunnel. Mighty and I are standing just behind the white line. I reach for her hand, meaning to make a dash for the train when the doors open, but I guess there's no hurry now. I let her hand fall to my side, empty. The roar comes closer. Mighty is saying something. I can't quite hear her over the train. Suddenly, Mighty disappears. What? You gotta be kidding me! Really? There she is, leaning out over the tracks. She's off balance as if she stumbled or someone pushed her. She seems to hang there for a moment, and then the train comes screaming into the station. Oh, God! For the past 3 episodes, Mighty's died in every single one. Oh, my heart can't take this. That crunch. Oh my god. Oh, okay. I hear a sound from under the train. I can't describe it, but it makes me instantly nauseous. Sparks fly as the train slams on its brakes. The people on the platform scream. I turn to where Mighty was just a moment ago. There stands a familiar girl. Tiny, adorable, a cute black rabbit pouch slung over her shoulder. Tennoji Nae? Nae? She looks up at me. Her eyes are wide. Her lips tremble. What the heck is up with her face? What? She stares at me for a few more seconds as if waiting for me to say something, then turns and runs away. The platform is in chaos. The PA informs us that there's been a personal injury accident. Naya is already gone. I don't go after her. Instead, I peek timidly through the gap between the train and the platform. One side of the track is a wash of red. My mind is blank. I can't think. I don't even remember how I got back to the lab. Moika's group should have come and gone, but the time machine is still here. I guess I should be grateful. It takes longer than usual to set up the machine. For some reason, I have trouble recalling my own phone number. At last, it's ready. Now, take me back. Nah, why did you do that? Seriously! I'm starting to feel like no matter what we do, we can't save Mayuri, and that sucks so much. The leap occurs instantaneously. Taira claimed that his time machine takes 1 hour of subjective time to travel 10 years. I don't know if ours has the same behavior, but now it's not the time to find out. 10 years. I have no business that far back. Besides, according to Kurisu, time limping too far into the past could cause mental disorders due to the gap between personality and memory. Mayuri! Mayuri's singing her chicken song, though she's actually eating pre-cooked chicken from the convenience store instead of her usual juicy chicken #1. She's had to switch because she can't warm up the frozen chicken in the microwave, which is now a dedicated part of the time leap machine. I was right to come back 5 hours. Mayuri's still in the lab. But what the hell happened back there? It hurts, but I force myself to recall that horrifying scene. Mayuri died again. This time, it happened at Shin Ochanomizu Station, a place completely unrelated to the lab or the bomb threat. Tenno Jinaya pushed her onto the tracks, where the train tore her to shreds. Could Naya be working for Saren too? No, that can't be right. Naya has a habit of jumping on Mayuri and greeting. She was probably just being her usual affectionate self. But why did she choose that precise moment? I don't know. I sense malice. Whose malice? It's like fate is playing a cruel joke on us. Whatever the case, all that matters now is that I have another chance. I need to act. I have the power to save Mayuri. I will do whatever it takes to find a way. This time, we hail a taxi on Chuodori. It'll be expensive, but that hardly matters now. Mayuri comes along quietly. I consider taking her home to Ikebukuro, but Moega's group might be watching her house. I have no idea where they are at this point in time. Instead, I asked the driver to take us to Shinagawa. However, the traffic is unusually heavy. The driver says it's never been this bad before. There must be an obstruction up ahead, an accident of something. That's the only explanation I could think of. We've made it out of Akiba, but at this rate it will take forever to reach Shinagawa. I considered getting off here and taking the train, but then I remembered what happened at Shin Ochanomizu Station. I have a bad feeling about this. The traffic jam could be Saren's doing. I look out the window and scan the crowd for anyone who might be a Saren agent. 3 hours later, we're still stuck. According to a conversation I overheard between our driver and another driver, there's some kind of inspection up ahead. Furthermore, it doesn't seem to be a police inspection, and a small fight broke out at the inspection site or something. To make matters worse, this road has already been closed off, and all cars behind us are being detoured. There are only about 100 cars waiting, but the inspection has been at a standstill for 3 hours. This can't be a coincidence. Once again, I feel the malice of fate manipulating the situation. Is Mayuri gonna die again? If I'd known it was gonna turn out like this, I'd have dissed the taxi hours ago. It's not too late. I should pay off the driver and get off right. Just then, someone knocks on the window. Our taxi is stopped in the middle of the road. What's going on? I look over, but before I can say anything, a man opens up the rear door and gets in next to Mayuri. He's holding a knife. Another assassin! Before she can reply, the man covers Mayuri's mouth with a large, meaty hand. I try to open my door, but it's locked. Only the driver can open it from the inside. God dang it! Mayuri opens her eyes wide. Her body twitches. It all happens too fast. The man sinks his knife into Mayuri's chest. A bright red spot stains her clothes. Why? Why always Mayuri, and why? Why does this happen? Like, there has to be a reason. Why are people just killing her all willy-nilly? I don't understand. Like, they're leaving Okabe each and every time, but letting Mayuri die. Is it like Saren's way of showing you that they have more power over time than what we have? Or what? Like, why are they just freaking literally twisting the knife right now? Another man gets into the passenger seat. He points a gun at the driver and says something to him. Strength drains from Mayuri's body. Her eyes slowly close. A tear rolls down her cheek. I watch her die inches away, powerless to stop it. I can feel her last breath against my skin. They killed her again. Why? Why? Why can't I save her? Why won't you let me save her? Who decided that Mayuri must die? Moika? Saren? Or does the world itself wish for Mayuri's death? I won't accept that. I clench my jaw and throw myself forward, driving my forehead into the killer's nose. Look at Okabe go! He falls back. I shout to the driver. I crawl out of the taxi and take off running through the traffic jam. After running for hours, I make it back to the lab. Luckily, the time leap machine is still there. That doesn't make any sense. Like, it's... I don't know. I don't know why it's there each and every time. Moika knows what the time machine looks like. She's been there, clearly. So why are they leaving? Why are they leaving Okabe B? And why are they letting the time leap machine just sit there? Is it because it has to be at the Brown Tube workshop? I don't think so. I have to leap again. I don't know, guys. I'm starting to feel really hopeless. Like, really hopeless. Every time we run, Mayuri dies. 6 hours into the past, I clutch my head and rack my brain for an answer. I feel like I've hit a dead end. What do I do if I can't run away? Is there no way to save her? Mayuri's blank stare is the only answer I get. This time, I take her to the closest police station and beg them to protect her. When asked why, I explain that someone is going to kill Mayuri 6 hours from now, but without any proof that there's someone after her, they have no choice but to turn us away. It's past 6 by the time we leave the station, and we're left with no choice but to keep running. I wish that I could blame my previous failures on bad luck. We could try Ochanomizu or Shimbashi again, and maybe this time she won't die. But I don't have the courage to try those routes again. At the same time, we can't stay in Akiba. We're running out of options. Subways, trains, and taxis. All out. Attempting to escape by those means will get Mayuri killed, so my heart tells me. Perhaps the fear is irrational, but I can't put it out of my mind. I've seen her die a half-dozen times already. Shot, stabbed, torn to pieces. I can't go through that again. We take refuge in Yodobashi Camera. I thought we could keep hiding there indefinitely, but just after 7, we hear an explosion in front of the station. Yodobashi goes into chaos. Policemen appear and start evacuating the store. When I try to explain our situation, an officer shouts, "Terrorist!" and pulls out his gun. This can't be happening. This isn't America. Japanese police officers don't shoot without provocation. Mayuri dies. It happened so fast. The policeman shoots her right in the head. I don't know if he was a real policeman or a certain assassin in disguise, but it doesn't matter. I can't deny it any longer. The world itself is killing Mayuri. This time, I don't leap into action immediately. Instead, I sit on the couch and collect my thoughts. Every time I try to save Mayuri, it ends in the worst possible way. To make matters worse, I no longer even know what I'm supposed to be saving her from. Cause and effect. Why does Mayuri die? At first, I thought that it was Moika and her hit squad, sent by Saren to steal our time machine. But as I leap back in time again and again, the cause of Mayuri's death kept changing. At Shino-Chanemizu Station, she died because Naya pushed her off the platform. Saren had nothing to do with that. It was an accident. Each time I leap, she dies a different way. What does that mean? I've been thinking for an hour, and I'm no closer to an answer. I want someone to tell me, but who can I ask? I'm the only person in history to leap through time. That's not true. Can we call Tighter? Tighter. Nope. Okay, I can't do it. No, there's one more. John Tighter. But he's not replying to my emails anymore, and he hasn't posted on that channel in days. I'm not even convinced he's a real time traveler. I decide not to run this time. Instead, I take a different approach. Strike first. I send Moika an email. I need to talk to you about our time machine. Meet me alone. I designate the roof of Radikan as our meeting place. 2 weeks have passed since the satellite crashed, but it's still there and the building's still closed. At least, the security is lessened, so it's easy for me to sneak in. Not that there's any sneaking to do. I just walk through the front door like I belong there. No one questions me. Last time I came here was for Dr. Nakabachi's presentation. Of course, on this world line, the presentation was cancelled. Naturally, there's nobody here but me. It occurs to me that this is a dangerous gambit. Moika might have a gun, and I already know that she's willing to use it. But then, I don't intend to play fair either. We're supposed to meet at 5:30. It's just after 5. I came in early in order to ambush her. I hide in the shadows and wait with bated breath. About 30 minutes later, I hear the door open. Moika makes her entrance, alone. She looks around restlessly. She still hasn't noticed me. I take a gun out of my shirt. Oh my god, Okabe, you've stepped up your game. It's not real. Oh, never mind. It's feature gadget number 1, the bit particle gun. It's just a toy ray gun with a remote control attached. Obviously a bluff, but all I could prepare on such a short notice. I run up behind Moika and shove the bit particle gun into her back. Just like a Hollywood movie. But this isn't a movie. This is real. And she isn't an actress. She's a murderer. After Moika raises her hands, I feel through her clothes. Sure enough, she's carrying a gun. I take it from her and press it to Moika's back in place of the bit particle gun. My frustration and rage boil over. Because of her. Because of her, Mayuri... I've lost count of how many times exactly. And I haven't slept at all the entire time. Strangely, I'm not tired at all. Moika gasps. So it was their doing. Moika nods faintly. I could kill her now. It would be easy. But no, I need information. Rounders? Moika answers with surprising obedience. I guess she values her own life, even though she has no problem depriving other people of theirs.
ダメだ。口頭で説明しろ。
ラウンダーはセルンとは別組織。
What?
公には出てこない。そういう扱い。
秘密の傭兵部隊か。
違う。 IBN5100。 その情報収集と回収のため。
That's why they didn't take the time machine? I don't know.
世界中に散らばってそれを集める。
Oh, you're collecting the remaining ones. IBN 5100s. That's right. When I met her, she was looking for an IBN 5100. These days, they're nearly impossible to find. People will pay millions just to own one. Is that because Saren's been hunting them down?
ラウンダーの規模は。答えろ。
知らない。まただから。
So, she's not important enough to be told.
俺が手に入れた IBN5100 を盗んだのもやはりお前だな。
Moika doesn't answer.
なぜ IBN5100 の情報をハッキング対策か。
機密保持。最も優先すべき事項だから。セルン。
一体何が隠されている。タイムトラベルの人体実験やその実験で何百人と殺しているという情報は普通の PC でもハッキングで見ることができた。 IBN5100 で構築されたデータベースにはそれ以上の極秘情報があるというのか。
知らない。
末端だからか。
My tone is sarcastic, but Moika nods. She's useless.
なぜラボを襲った。いや、お前にとってはこれから襲うか。
分かっているはず。
セルにもハッキングをしたからか。
理由は3つ。
3 reasons.
1つは知ったから。知ってはいけないこと。
So Saren did know about the hacking.
それとタイムマシン。君たちが作った。
They won our time machine. Saren must be trying to monopolize the time travel technology.
決定的だったのは君たちがそのタイムマシンを世間に公表しようとしたこと。
How does she know that? We made that decision right after the time leap machine was completed. That was only a few hours ago.
だから全員を拘束。
拘束。マユリを殺したではないか。
あの子は必要ない。
I hate that. Unnecessary. I nearly pulled the trigger.
タイムマシンを作ったのは君とマキセと橋田だから。あの子は殺しても構わない。
Whoo! I don't like you, Moika. All she did was sit on the couch and make cosplays. Come on.
そう言われた。
She probably can't even do anything with the time leap machine. She just can't.
俺たちを拘束してどうするつもりだった。
セルンの施設に監禁してタイムマシン実用化の研究を。
そうやってこれまでにもセルン以外のタイムマシン研究を潰してきたんじゃないか。
私は回収しろと言われただけ。
お前のことを一瞬でも仲間にした俺が間違いだった。
セルンのためすべて。
Okay.
FB の命令。
FB.
何でもやる。FB の 指示
Who's FB? FB? Is that the name of her supervisor?
岡部君君なの
Huh?
ジョン・タイターは
何
No. John Titor?
考えられない君しか
Me?
何をバカな
I dig the gun into Moika's back.
それより知りたくなかったら今すぐにお前の仲間とそれと FB とやらに連絡しろラボ襲撃は中止だと
Moika shakes her head.
そんな権限ない
知ったことか権限がなかろうが何とかするんだでないと殺す
I can't do it. I'm not a killer. My hands are trembling, just like Moika's were before she shot Mayuri.
殺したんだ
She was hesitating. She didn't want to pull the trigger, but she did.
お前もあんなことしたくなかったんだろうなのになんで
私は従うだけ FB に
Who is FB?
だったらその FB とかいうやつをここに連れてこい
Moika shakes her head again.
だからそっちの事情なんて知ったことじゃないと
無理なの FB に会ったことは
Something hard stabs into my back. A chill runs through my body. There's someone behind me. A man's voice. Is he with Moika?
あいつキリオモエか
I'm ready to pull the trigger in cold blood.
二人だけで会うと約束しただろう
Moika doesn't answer.
いいから銃を捨てろタイムマシンは渡すだから誰も殺すな
だとしても
Even though I'm still pointing the gun at her, Moika steps away and turns to face me. Her eyes are cold, her expression unreadable.
監禁して二度と出されない
Moika takes the gun from my hand. I'm unable to resist.
頼むハッキングのことを謝るから誰も殺さないでくれ
Oh no. Something strikes the back of my head. My legs give out instantly, sending me to the ground. Darkness creeps in.
ターゲット B を確保開始を頼む
Deep down, I knew. I can't save Mayuri. Even if Moika's group doesn't kill her, someone or something else will. The world itself wants her dead. That is the choice of Steins Gate. Steins Gate? There's no such thing. Those words have no meaning. It's just some nonsense I made up to sound cool. Steins Gate doesn't exist, but fate does. Fate, God, the will of the universe, an absolute force that no one can resist. It exists, and it has sentenced Mayuri to death. I wake up in the back of a station wagon. The windows are coated with black film, so I can't tell where we are. I feel a throbbing pain in the back of my head. My hands are tied behind me. What time is it? How long have I been unconscious? There's a man with me inside the car. I recognize him from a previous time leap. He's the one who stabbed Mayuri in the taxi. The man seems to notice I've woken up, but he doesn't speak. He just waves his gun menacingly, as if to say that there's no hope of escape. The dashboard clock reads 7:30. I look out the window again. Through the film, I manage to make out a street sign. We're close to the lab. Has the attack already happened? Before I left, I told everyone, including Mayuri, to run. If she did as I said, she won't die by their hands. But that doesn't mean she's safe. If I don't do something, Moika's gonna take the time leap machine away. What will happen then? Siri can have the machine if it will save Mayuri. The problem is that it won't, and when the world itself is determined to kill her. As long as the time leap machine remains in my hands, I can keep trying to fix things. I'll leap again and again until I find a way to save her. But if I lose the machine, then the future is decided. A future without Mayuri. I have to get it before they do, even if that means I might get shot. As long as I survive to reach the time leap machine, everything will be alright. What did you do? My bound hands limit me to headbutts and kicks, but I somehow managed to knock down the man guarding me and escape. My chest and neck are covered with blood. I must have been shot during the struggle, but thanks to the adrenaline pumping through my body, I barely feel any pain. I can still move. That's all that matters. I run up the stairs with my hands still tied. I can only pray that I'll be able to operate the time leap machine quickly enough. Mayuri, Kurisu, and Daru are in the lab. I thought I told you guys to run! So are Moika and her men. Then, when I open the door and burst in, everyone looks at me in surprise. Oh, Mayuri! When she sees my tattered body, Mayuri runs up to me with tears in her eyes. Wait! I try to stop her. In the corner of my eye, I see Moika take aim at Mayuri. I try to put myself between them. I try to cover Mayuri with my body. But a man grabs me from behind and pulls me back. I watch, helpless, as Mayuri's tiny body drops to the floor. Her eyes, wide and wet with tears, seem to stare into mine. But I can see that they have already lost their light. She's gone. Again. 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 What happens next is the same as before. Suzuha defeats the Rounders, and Kurisu helps me time leap. What do we do? What do we do? A flood of sound beats on my eardrums. When it subsides, I find myself again in the lab. It's just before 5. I have 2.5 hours before Mayuri dies. I find myself staring at the time leap machine. This thing is the reason for Moika's attack. If only we had never built the phone wave. If only we had never sent those D-mails. Perhaps the future might be different, instead of the nightmare it promises now. Would anything change if I broke it? Just smashed it to pieces right here? In a rush of delirium, I grab a chair and lift it high over my head. Just as I'm about to bring it crashing down on this infernal machine, a voice cries out. Kurisu grabs my arm and pulls me back. Oh really? We've done it a couple times. I lower the chair slowly. Not because Kurisu told me to, but because I realized what would happen if I really did break the machine. It caused, or will cause, Mayuri's death, but at the same time, it also is my only chance of averting that future. If I lose it, I lose my only hope of saving her. The fear of that outcome stayed in my head. I can't deal with this. Not now. I flee from the lab. I don't have a particular destination in mind. People look at me strangely as I shuffle down the street. I imagine I must look like I crawled up from the grave. Soon, I get fed up with the crowd around the station and escape to the pedestrian overpass. I get about halfway across the bridge and squat down on the concrete. The giant screen on the UPX building is advertising some gothic punk band. The ticker at the bottom displays today's weather forecast along with the date and time. I realize that today is Friday the 13th. Is there no way to get through today without Mayuri dying? It's already 5:30, 2 hours until the attack. The lights around the Akihabara station turn on one by one as the sun sets. The moe might have gone from Akiba, but the area around the station is still as posh as ever. I don't belong here. The bridge I'm sitting on has become a date spot for couples. I see them standing here and there, gazing at the cityscape with their arms wound around each other. Somehow, they never seem to tire of the dull, unchanging scenery. What am I doing here? Mayuri's about to die.
そこの地べたに座ってるドキュン男。
Huh, yes? I lift my head and see Kurisu standing there.
いきなり飛び出したと思ったらこんなところにいたか。
なあクリスティーナ、
何よ。
今何時だ
5時38分。ねえ、そんなところでドキュン行為してる暇があったら買い出し付き合いなさいよ。
Shopping. Oh, right. Preparations for the party. In the original timeline, I went shopping with Kurisu at the UPX supermarket. And then we talked on this bridge, just like now. It feels like so long ago. Back then, I had no idea what was about to happen.
どうなの？買い出し来るのか来ないのか。
I sigh deeply. I don't believe that it was wrong to time leap. However,
クリス、
I keep my eyes lowered.
初めてまともに名前呼んだな。
I feel her eyes on me.
助けてくれ。
I can't save Mayuri alone. I realize that now. Reliving today again and again, only to taste the same despair each time, has taught me one important lesson. Alone, I am powerless. Alone, I have no hope.
助けてくれ。
話して。あんたがタイムリープしたのは分かってる。
Oh, snap! Okay, I'm gonna leave this episode right here because... What do you guys think? Do you think we can actually save Mayuri if Kurisu's with us? Will she have some plan that she can engage? Or something? I don't know. But it's not even about, like, smarts. It's about the world lines changing and killing Mayuri, regardless of who's there. So, I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen. I've freaking felt despair this whole episode. So, I'm going to get something nice and warm to drink and just calm my nerves. Because, good lord, this game can be depressing. All of a sudden, like the past 3 episodes, it's just been a crazy roller coaster ride. I see what everybody's talking about, that it's a slow burn, but once it gets going, it gets going. And I'm really, really glad I stuck it through. Very curious to see what happens next time, but we'll have to save that for tomorrow. So until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys on the next MAMJ. Let's play. I feel something cold against my back. I don't realize what it is at first. Then, it hits me. A gun. I gulp. My blood goes cold. Am I gonna die here? Will my time leaping be for naught? No, I can't give up. I won't let Mayuri die. I won't accept that future. But how do I get out of this? The crowd at the station has grown even thicker. People are starting to argue with the station personnel, demanding to know when they can go home. The situation is quickly becoming chaotic.